For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome back to the Focus Show. My name is Paul Dingeman. We're glad you are along. Got some very interesting topics for you today. In front of me, as you can see, are some model boats. And there's a big show coming to the St. Clair Boat Harbor, the Scale Model and Radio Controlled Boat Show, June the 3rd. And we're going to hear all about that right now from Tim Topol, an RC model builder, and Bill Welser from Great Lakes Nautical Society. Welcome back, gentlemen. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
Tim, you were here a year ago. Bill was not, but we'll forgive him for that. And we tried to get the harbor master, Katie, to come on with you here, but she was too shy.
She is here.
Very shy kind of person.
She is here in spirit and
we'll
backing us up.
We'll accept that. She's taking pictures for us over there. Talk to me about the Scale Model and the Radio Controlled Boat Show. How many is it that we've had here in St. Clair?
This is the second annual one, and we've moved it back 3 or 4 weeks because last year not only was it a boat show, it was a snow squall.
You had shovels out?
Well, we had some good picture opportunities with the snow gathering on the little miniature decks, but we still had a nice turnout. Everyone had a wonderful time. Kids got to maneuver radio-controlled boats. The Great Lakes Nautical Society had beautiful boats on display, just knocked down, gorgeous boats in the pavilion at the harbor. So regardless of the weather, there will be a boat show on June 3rd.
It's from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. Is there a time when the radio control boats will be run, or is it all day?
The boats will be running all day, all during that period, and Bill and I will have various activities for the kids or the participants to partake in. I made a little miniature dock that'll be floating out in the harbor.
Oh my God.
And then they will be able to attempt to maneuver one of my tugboats into this slip that is to scale. And Bill and I have made some floating obstacles that the kids can maneuver around. And there'll be a variety of activities at several of the slips. So there'll be 3 people operating a station for kids and dads and moms to try their hand at maneuvering a radio-controlled boat.
Is there an age group that's better than another age group for this kind of thing?
Well, last year we had children coming up in strollers, and we also had some folks as old as I am that wanted to try out.
39
That's it.
years.
Yeah, true. That wanted to try their hand, and it's interesting. The little girls or the boys would try to use the radio, and Dad would say, "Here, I'll show you how to do that."
Right.
And
the kid did better.
Well, I can't say that out loud here, but so we had a really good time.
I find that around here, with all the technical stuff here in this studio, they do better than I do. I mean, they know how to do it all. They've been educated that way.
Well, all this modern phone business, I'm still using 2 paper cups and a string.
You're a good man. Bill, you are with Great Lakes Nautical Society. That sounds like a big title. What's the group do?
They're a club. We're up at Port Huron, and
we won't hold that against you.
I'm not from Port Huron.
Oh, okay, you're okay.
But they basically make models of the history in the blue water area here. A lot of freighter stuff, and some of them do it from just drawings and complete the boat. And myself and Tim, we do from kits, and then we decorate them the way we want them, put some RC stuff in them.
Okay. So what have we got here? Let's start over on this side.
It's a 1949 Chris Craft racing runabout, and it's all mahogany. It is from a kit. Now, in defense of kit builders, a kit is in essence a bunch of sticks and some drawings. So that's all individually mahogany planks, and they're all cut to fit. None of that is pre-cut you've got to fit each one individually, and then you plank the hull first with plywood, and then you go over it with the mahogany strips, and then you sand, and then you varnish, and then you sand, and then when you think you're done sanding, you sand some more, and then you sand, and you sand. And I will bring a kit up to the show so people can see what a kit is.
Now, is this a radio control boat?
Yes, it is. So that has forward, reverse, and it goes like a scared dog. I mean, it just runs like it'll go really fast. And I'll have a number of those boats up there. And also during the day, I've built a steam-powered tugboat that is radio controlled.
Oh my God!
And I will fire up the boiler and get steam up, and we'll have a demonstration of a steam-powered tugboat.
Do you have a steam whistle on it too?
I do. I showed Bill this today that it got a little tea kettle kind of sound to it, and it'll be. I'll get it fired up away from everyone, but we'll put it in the water and I'll run it without the cabin so they can see those little steam pistons going up and down. And we hope that
this is really fun. This is a labor of love. What's our next one here?
That is a lobster boat built by.
Len built the boat.
Okay.
He donated it to.
Can we get a tight shot of that one, fellas?
And moms and dads and kids, you can win that little boat.
Yes. You can win that one.
On June 3rd, there'll be a drawing. It's a beautifully made little boat.
This boat, when Len makes them, most of his boats are just a picture he finds in a magazine, and it's called Bread and Butter Construction. It's plank glued together.
Go down. Let's see the boat again, since it's going to be given away.
And he, quite talented guy. He's made quite a few of these, like I say, just from a picture.
Okay.
That would look beautiful on anyone's mantle.
Oh, yes, it would. And the third, the Coast Guard vessel. What's this vessel?
This is a 1960 41-foot Coast Guard workboat, towboat. And it's radio controlled, and it'll be in the harbor for the. We call them kids because we're still kids.
Right, absolutely. You're only 39.
No, I'm 12.
And so the props work. Everything works on these. Yep.
We'll turn it the other way, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then they can get the shot of the stern there, and see the.
This one I have. I've wired it so that I can spin it like a normal twin-engine boat.
Really?
You know, instead of working just the rudder, I can just use the engine and turn the boat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's what you do when you make them kit and make them run. Is how much stuff you can sneak into your basement without your wife knowing about it and put it in the boat.
Well, now she knows. She's watched the show here. See?
Yeah, well.
How many members are in the Great Lakes Nautical Society?
There's about 20 of us. 20
of you?
Yeah.
And do you meet on a regular basis like other
clubs? We meet the first Wednesday of the month at Vantage Point in Port Huron.
That's an appropriate place.
And you are most famously known for, as a group, the 4 weeks that you guys.
Oh, yeah. We have a kids program on a Saturday, the first 3-4 Saturdays in April, where we sell these little kits that we make ourselves and encourage the kids to build kits.
Yeah.
And there's some 15 different kit models, and we sell about 300 of them.
Oh, my God. Wow, that's pretty cool.
The kids have fun.
Yeah. You brought along some pictures, and if, they got them up already for us. This is some previous years. Let's talk about the pictures there.
That's Len's display with his the Jaws boat and the River Queen.
Okay.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Yes.
You're going to need a bigger boat. Right. That was a great line. Okay, next. Oh, yeah, look at that. What do we got here?
That's a side wheeler, and the one behind it is a Boston fireboat. The nozzles work. They rotate and squirt water.
Is that a radio control boat?
Yes,
too?
sir. That's, I can't tell you his last name, Jim from Canada, Wallsburg.
Next.
Side wheeler, I don't know who built it.
Oh, it's a lot of detail on the side.
Another side wheeler.
Side wheeler. That looks like the pilot boat out of Port Huron.
That's the old pilot boat. They have a new one, and one of our members is building the new model of that.
Is that a radio control boat too?
No, these are static models.
Static models. Okay. And next. It's a nice looking display of lots of some of the ones we've seen, but there's an engine in the middle there, isn't there?
It's an Evinrude.
Evinrude.
Sorry, it's a Mercury.
It's a Mercury, okay.
He took that all apart. It was an electric motor, and he made that whole motor out of wood.
Oh my God.
It's just a display.
Okay, next. We got one more, or is that one?
There.
Is this is the show at the St. Clair Boat Harbor?
That's what they had last year. And that gray colored boat, that's a PD boat. The first gentleman that built it ran it in Lake Huron, lost it, sunk it. It washed ashore. His neighbor gave it to Jim.
Oh.
And Jim is in the process of rebuilding it. It's got like 3 machine guns on it, 2 cannons, torpedo launches, depth chargers, anything he can find on the internet or reference information on that boat, he's been putting it on it.
Okay, and then this is the famous offshore boats, isn't it? Or the hydroplanes?
Hydroplanes, unlimited hydroplanes.
That still run in the Detroit River and ran here in 2004.
There's the pink one is Hawaii Kai of the more vintage type. They're known as shovel nose hydroplanes, and then the green one is more modern. That's in real life that would be powered by a jet engine, and the pink one they were powered by World War II airplane engines, either a Rolls-Royce Merlin.
To get the great noise from.
Yes. If you could hear those, I grew up in Detroit, and on the east side, and you could hear them practicing on Belle Isle, miles away.
Yeah, that was great sound, great sound. And that one?
Again, that's the first time I've seen it.
Okay.
But it's a lot of detail. Like these fellows, it takes them 4 or 5 years to build these boats.
Okay, St. Clair Boat Harbor is the spot. June 3rd is the day, 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. All sorts of activities for the family. The admission price is?
Free.
Free.
And we would like to thank Beaver Lumber, St. Clair Eye, the Great Lakes Nautical Society, Burger King, and McDonald's for allowing Katie to continue to do this for free. And there will also be concessions on site. There'll be a food truck. Last year, hot coffee and hot chocolate was a real favorite, and we're hoping this year that we won't need that.
We need the
iced tea, yes. Yeah.
Tim Topol, good to see you again. Thank you very much. And Bill, nice to meet you officially. And this is great work that you guys are doing, and it's a fun project. The 3rd of June, all day Saturday, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. in the St. Clair Boat Harbor.
Little boats, big harbor.
That's a great line. Little boats in the big harbor. Thank you much. We'll be back with some information about herbs and plants, right? In just a second. You don't want to miss it. Got an interesting topic for you now. As you can see, the green leaf over my shoulder there, that is why is that there? That is a pretty good deal. I see it. And that leads us to the Herb to Table Festival, which is coming up the same day as the boat show in the harbor, June the 30th from 10 until 5. And it's at Dancing Meadows Homestead on Plank Road in Marine City. Joining us from the Dancing Meadows Homestead is Melody and Martin Beals. Nice to meet you both.
Nice
Welcome to the Focus Set.
Thank you.
Talk to me about, what a great name, Dancing Meadows Homestead. What is that?
It is our farm that we purchased about in 2015.
Okay.
And we decided that we wanted to come out and provide clean food.
Okay.
So we grow our food with no pesticides, no chemicals,
okay,
non-GMO, and we wanted to share that vision with other people. So not only do we produce and sell the product to the public, but we also like to share learning and to be able to teach, yes, on the farm. And so that's one of our missions, is to share how to do these things and how to use the food, the clean food, as we go forward.
Do you go to the usual farmers markets, or do you do everything right on your own farm?
We actually do 3 different ways. We actually do a subscription where we have 18 weeks that people come out and they get baskets either weekly or bi-weekly, and they can get them in 3 different sizes, and they get a mix of whatever whatever's coming in from the farm. And we do a really kind of fun variety of things on the farm and have a lot of different things to try. We're going to show you some pictures of some of the cucumbers and things like that that we do.
What, you said 3 different sizes, so if I'm a family of 2.
A peck is a wonderful size for a family of 2.
Okay.
A half bushel works really well for a family of 4. And then we have a bushel that covers 8. So a lot of food in those bushels.
Okay. And so you come out each week and during that 18-week period and you get fresh vegetables.
You do, yeah, right from the farm.
Yeah.
So
now, do you teach people how to grow stuff?
we actually do. We have groups come onto the farm.
Oh, really?
We show them how to propagate. We talk about different companion plantings. We talk about how to rotate crops. We show them how we germinate and all that kind of thing so that they can learn.
How did you guys get into this?
Well, ever since we got married, we've always tore up our backyard and have cultivated something in the backyard. So it's just kind of been in our blood to try different plants and try different vegetables and stuff, just to see how we can produce with them. And one day we just looked at each other and thought, well, this seems to be our passion. Let's follow it. So that's when we changed gears from what we were doing before and started the farm. Yeah.
How long? 2012, you said?
2015.
2015,
season, yes.
I know when people start vineyards, it takes a number of years for the plants to grow. Is it the same with you guys? Is it maturing in 2 years, or do you have to wait even more?
We've actually done a few things. So the produce itself matures annually.
Okay.
So we're able to plant and produce vegetables and some like melons and things like that. So we have a wide variety of vegetables annually.
Okay.
In the meantime, we've been planting Saskatoon berries. So we have about 2 acres of Saskatoon berries.
And what do you do with a Saskatoon berry?
You use them just like blueberries. So you can
okay.
make jam, you can use syrups, you can cook with them. And so we're pretty excited about that. This year it looks like we're going to have our first harvest off
So
of
it
those
takes
plants.
a while for them to...
Yeah, about 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just planted raspberries. So we keep adding things that are going to mature.
Pretty interesting, pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
So when I come out on June the 5th, or June the 3rd,
Yes.
between 10 and 5, there's a nominal charge. What does that entitle me to?
You're going to see about 5 different things on the main stage, 5 different topics.
Oh, you're going to have lectures.
Yes, we're going to have lectures.
Oh, okay,
We get to
okay.
open it up at 10 a.m. with Iris Underwood. She was the owner of You'll Love It Lavender Farm and Letters.
These are great names.
Aren't they great?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be teaching us about how to use lavender in food.
Okay.
So she's going to teach us, she's going to show us how to use it and have a few recipes to share. And then we're going to talk about herb companions, how to plant with them. We're going to have a class on dressing, making a simple dressing out of herbs that you can use. It's very easy. And we're going to talk about preserving the herbs as you go forward. And we're going to also have a class on essential oils that'll be on the main stage.
And it says including fairy gardening workshops, essential oils, demonstrations, as you said.
Yep.
Herb plants, garden gifts, and fresh cooked food for purchase.
Yes,
So-
we are. So.
Wow, that's really cool. So tell me where you are at Plank Road.
We are actually at the corner of Indian Trail and Plank.
Okay.
The 40 acres right there at that corner.
Cottrellville Township.
In Cottrellville,
Cottrellville,
yes.
yeah.
Right off
And,
of 26.
And it's a very attractive looking logo you got, and a little
Thank you.
card here.
Thank you.
So the 18 weeks, it's a subscription kind of program, and do you have a website that I can get more information?
You can, Marine City Farm, or you can like us on Facebook at Dancing Meadows Homestead. And there's a lot of information out
Marine
there.
City Farm or Dancing Meadows Homestead.
Yes,
On Facebook.
yes.
Pretty cool stuff.
It's really
Have
fun.
we missed anything?
I think we've covered
Covered it all?
Yes.
Well, you two look real happy and fighting and having your passion. I see a lot of young people around here that have passion for communications and digital media and stuff, so
Yeah.
nice to see this with me and you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Yes, we
not a problem.
appreciate it very much.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.